We've talked on the YouTube channel about State of Decay and this franchise moving forward, that being the upcoming title State of Decay 3. And I want to talk, guys, in this segment of the show about everything that we know about State of Decay 3. We can break it down, we can talk about it, and I would love to get your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So State of Decay 3, guys, has been announced, and here's what we think we know so far. This is written, guys, by Jez Corden of Windows Central. And it's really important to note, guys, this is what we think we know so far. So nothing, of course, guys, there's only so much that we know, obviously, because of what we saw from the trailer. I've talked about State of Decay 3 on the YouTube channel. You guys can check out all of that content. But I've talked about how this title, at least the vibe I got from the upcoming trailer for State of Decay 3, when that was released, looked like they were really trying to have some form of competition to the Last of Us franchise that's owned obviously by Sony. State of Decay is owned by Microsoft and Xbox. And so, I got the vibe that this is going to be that competition to The Last of Us. A lot of people have stated that they don't think that that's at all what this is going to be. It's going to be, kind of going the same route as the first State of Decay games. That was just my personal opinion from what I got from the trailer. So there's only so much that you can really take from it. But from obviously, when you have the developers, they've been talking briefly about, what to expect from this game, not really giving a ton away, but we're at least able to kind of, obviously we can guess on what might be coming, and that's what we're all excited about. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just excited about a new State of Decay title. So State of Decay 3 has been revealed, of course, at the Xbox Series X showcase, guys, that happened in July, giving us our first glimpse at this next-gen zombie simulator. There are no hard details about the game as of yet, but there's plenty we can infer from the game's cinematic teaser and hints about its potential launch window. So the trailer only really gives us hints about a few things besides the fact that it's on its way. There are a couple of details we can glean, though. State of Decay hasn't really had a wintry setting as of yet, and from the trailer we can see a survivalist in a vast frostbitten wilderness. Every State of Decay area has been set in fictional counties in America so far. What we might be seeing here is the Rocky Mountains or perhaps even Alaska or Canada. Could temperature factor into gameplay as seen in similar survival games like The Long Dark? Will we have to try to keep warm in addition to managing hunger and zombie-induced injury? So that is an exciting prospect. Beyond the setting, we also get a look at a really awesome scene showing how the plague has manifested in the new game. In a disturbing role reversal, we see an undead deer devouring the corpse of a wolf before screeching into the camera. Previously, State of Decay only featured human and mutated human enemies, indicating that the plague is now spread from humans to animals as well. Which I think, guys, that's a really awesome development. That's a really great progress and process that State of Decay has kind of gone through from the first couple of games to now. I love how they're kind of evolving, right? I've always been very critical of The Walking Dead because I felt that they really only stayed within this realm of walkers. They never really evolved to having, runners, to having, other, creatures that are, mutated or are zombies as well. And so I have always believed, guys, that it's really important to continue evolving no matter what the IP is. I think they all have to develop and kind of progress over time, and it seems to me that there is definitely an evolution happening in the State of Decay franchise. So as far as the development history goes, as of July 2020, State of Decay 3 is in active development. Undead Labs know that the game is in pre-production planning and that they've been working on it for some time. In a previous interview, Xbox Game Studios head Matt Booty noted that they expect State of Decay 3 to be a much bigger, persistent online game and that Microsoft's investment would help Undead Labs get there sooner. So this is what was stated. When we first started working on State of Decay, we had a much bigger game, a much more persistent online game, and I know that Undead Labs will get there eventually, but by bringing them into the Microsoft family, I think we're able to accelerate that and get us there sooner, which is great. So obviously, guys, from what it seems from the trailer, definitely looks like there's been a lot of investment, heavy investment here, which could be great. It also could be the downfall if not done right, obviously. But having Microsoft backing Undead Labs is a huge ordeal, guys, and I think that what we could probably expect is a pretty big game here with State of Decay 3. I think it's going to be a much bigger game, probably the biggest out of any of the games so far. The other thing I'm wondering, though, is once again, guys, obviously State of Decay and The Last of Us are two totally different games, but I feel that now that we've seen the success of The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2, we're seeing maybe Undead Labs and more so than even them, Microsoft, seeing, okay, there's something here with The Last of Us. Sure, there's definitely something here with State of Decay. It's not nearly as big as The Last of Us. How can we compete against that? And this might be a way in which they might do that. So as far as the release date goes, guys, Microsoft previously stated that most games between now and 2022 would be cross-gen titles launching both on Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Since State of Decay 3 is an Xbox Series X Gen exclusive, that seems to put the game firmly in 2022 or beyond for a potential launch, which I would say, guys, yeah, most likely State of Decay 3, if I had to guess, it's probably, we're going to be seeing obviously a lot more information probably on it in 2021. Also with the current world situation, guys, you have to remember that these potential release dates may very well fluctuate because of everything going on in the world. People have to, a lot of, obviously, a lot of the developers are now working from home, working remotely. And so how long that process now is going to take and like how many delays there are is yet to be seen. But I just want State of Decay and Undead Labs take their time, make a really solid, polished game, and take your time. At the end of the day, if it takes to get us to 2022, so be it. As long as you have a fully polished, fully packaged game. So State of Decay 2 is a game I'm particularly fond of, but I think even the game's staunchest fans would be remiss to ignore the game's rough edges. Whether it's the limiting tether-style cooperative play or the game's crazy physics anomalies, State of Decay 2 is a game that was let down by a litany of issues that only served to take you out of the game's immersive simulation setting. Hopefully State of Decay 3 will put aside the jank and deliver something a little more polished across the board. The cinematic trailer also sets a very, very high bar for visuals and animation. I would frankly be shocked if State of Decay 3 can deliver anything close to that, but it would be very welcomed indeed. And I agree. I think that they definitely can. I mean, like, if they're able to do something like this as far as from a visual perspective, from what we saw from the teaser trailer, guys, State of Decay 3 could be something really special. And look, I mean, as I said, I think we're going to probably see more and hear more about State of Decay 3 next year, especially if there's another Xbox game showcase next year, which I'm assuming they will be doing that. And if they do, State of Decay 3 very well might be one of like the focal points, along with maybe Gear 6, Perfect Dark reboot, and there's a number of other titles that are coming out, guys. But, this is going to be interesting, to say the least. There's, obviously little bits and pieces. We can kind of tell what the setting's going to be. It looks like, obviously, things are evolving. The game is evolving as a whole, just from what we can see from the teaser trailer. And look, from one trailer to the next, one might look like the way it does, and then the next may look totally different. It's hard to say, but from what we're seeing right now, guys, this game has really climbed up my most anticipated list of games that are coming out in the future. I'm very excited about it. I'll be sure to keep you guys all up to speed as more information comes out about State of Decay 3. Let me know, though, in the comment section down below, what do you guys want to see in State of Decay 3? Let me know. And for more State of Decay 3 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.